I welcome you to the second part of this Lumion class, okay? In this second part, I'm going to be teaching you how to export your model or your design to Lumion, okay? And I'm going to be teaching you two different ways of doing this, okay? Two different ways of exporting your model, either from Revit or other software to Lumion, okay? So, if you have installed this Lumion Live Sync, okay? If you have installed this Lumion Live Sync, the next thing you have to do is to go to this Lumion Live Sync here, and you must have opened your Lumion software. Let me go to this file, and I will click on create new material, create new rather, because if you double click on your Lumion, this is where it's going to take you to. So you click on create new, create plain environment, okay? Then it's going to take you to this plain environment. Then you go to your Revit, okay? So once you come to this Lumion Live Sync here, once you click on it, all you just need to do is to click on this Start Live Sync. And once you click on Start Live Sync, you give it time to start your to start exporting. So let's give it time. As you can see, it's loading. Let's give it time. Okay, so immediately you do this, if you go to your Lumion software, you are going to see that model right here, okay? At times, you may not see the model. All you just need to do is to scroll on your mouse. You have to keep scrolling till you see the model. It's either you keep scrolling back your mouse till you see the model, okay? It is very, very certain that the model is going to be there, okay? So this is the first stage or the first part on how to export your design to Lumion, okay? And I'm going to be showing you the second way of doing that right here, okay? So let's get started with that. So I'll go back to my Revit, okay? So here, let me stop this, okay? I've stopped my Lumion Live Sync. I'll go back to my, let me click on modify, okay? So the second way I'm going to be using now is to export this model as a Collada file, okay? If you are using any software, just try to export your design or your model as a Collada file, okay? So to do this now, I'm going to export all these one after the other, okay? I'm going to export this fence differently, and I'm going to export this model, okay, differently, okay? It is very, very important. So if I go to this manage tab here, so you need to, or you can always purge unused. This will allow your file to be as light as possible. You click on purge unused, then you just click on OK. Then any necessary unused file or unused model is going to purge it for you. You can always purge as many times as possible as you like, okay? So to start doing this now, what I'm going to do is I will select all these fence first, select this one, control, select this one, control, and select this one. Then I will right click and I will say hide in view by, let me say hide in view by element, okay? So as you can see, all I just have here is the whole model, okay? So I'm going to export this particular one as one single model. So to do that now, I'll still go to this Lumion Live Sync, okay? Once I go to this Lumion Live Sync here, you can see this export here. I will click on export. Okay, let me go back. If you hover your cursor to it, you will see export as Collada file, okay? Export your project as a Collada file, DAE file, okay? I will click on it. Then once you click on it, just leave this the way it is. You don't need to tamper anything. Collect texture, export nodes, just leave it the way it is. And surface smoothing, you leave it at high. Then you click on export. Then it's going to take you to your desktop, any of your desktop folder. So you are not the one who knows where you want to save this. So I will just select any particular folder. Let me see. I think I have a folder for it, Lumion file. So right here, I have all this before. So I'm just going to give it another name so that I'm not going to do mistake. So I'm going to give this, let me say, training model. or let me just call it model for training. Okay, model for training. So I'm going to click on save. Don't forget, we save it on our desktop on our Lumion files. Okay, so I'll click on save. Then, as you can see, it's loading, so you give it time to load. Okay, right here we are done with this. So what I'm going to do is I've successfully export all this. Okay, I've successfully export all this. So I'm going to select all this now. Once I select it, I will type HH on my keyboard to hide it. Then I will go to this reveal hidden element here. I will click on it. Once I click on it, I'm going to select this one fence. I want to export these three fence. 1, 2, 3. These walls, this fence wall differently. The three, I'm going to export them differently. So I will select this particular one first, right click and say on hide in view by element. Okay, then I will close this reveal, close reveal hidden element. Then only that fence is going to be here. Then I'm going to also export this separately. Okay, I will click on export as a Collada file. Then I will go to export again. Then it's still going to take me back to this page. Then I'm going to give this, let me say, I'm going to name it wall 1. Okay, wall 1. I actually use this FE to denote fence before, but because I have it before, so that it's not going to be seeing that same file again. That is why I'm naming it as wall 1. Okay, I will click on save again and give it time to export. As you can see, because this one is not much, it has successfully exported. Then I'm going to select this, right click and say hide in view by element. Okay, so I'll go to this reveal hidden element again. I'll click on it. Then because I've successfully exported this, then I will select this now, right click, hide in view, on hide in view by element. Okay, then I'm going to select this close reveal hidden element. Then this particular one also, I'll click on export. I will click on export again. Then this is wall 1. Don't forget, then we are going to give this wall 2. Let me give this wall 2. Wall 2. Okay, then I'm going to click on save. Okay, and as you can see, we have also successfully exported that particular file fence. Okay, so I will select this again, right click and say hide in view by element. Then I will go to this reveal hidden element again. Okay, then right now I'm going to do for this third one, I will click on it, right click and say hide in view by element. Okay, then I will close this again. Then this is the last one. I will go to export again, export it. Then I'm going to give this wall 3. Okay, wall 3. Okay, and I will click on save. Then as you can see, I've successfully export this. Then let me hide this, hide in view by element. Then if I go to this reveal hidden element, then I can select all these. Okay, then I will right click and say on hide in view by element. Okay, let's see. Then if you close this, you are going to see all this. Okay, we've not select the other model, reveal this. So let's select this particular one, or you close this and type HR on your keyboard to show all this. Then you can just save it. Okay, you can just save it to make sure that your work is safe. Okay, so going to our Lumion here, once you go to your Lumion, then the next thing you have to do is to start importing all what you've exported. Okay, now I will go to import. Okay, just click on import. Once you click on import, where you save that file now is what you now need to look for. So let's look at it. I think I actually forget where I save it, but I know it's on my desktop. Okay, Lumion files, as you can see. So right here, don't forget the first one is model for training. Okay, I will click on this and I will click on open. Then here is going to open this place up. At times, maybe if you have that two files, this place may cross. All you just need to do is to rename it. Once you rename it, it's going to bring this OK for you. Then you click on OK. Then you give it time to load. Then once you give it time to load, it's going to bring out the model. All you just need to do is to take it backward a bit. Okay, just take it backward a bit, then you left click on it. Okay, once you left click on it just once, you don't need to do that again. If not, it's going to place it twice for you. Just click on this select. Okay, once you click on select, this particular one is going to be right there. Okay, can you see? So you don't need to do that. So you go to export again. So you go to the wall 1, you click on it, you click on open. Then as you can see, then you click on OK again. Still the same process. Then that particular wall you are going to see there, can you see it here? Then all you just need to do is to place it. You can place it anywhere, don't worry. We are going to fix that. Then you select it. Okay, can you see? Just make sure you place it once. Then you click on select again. Okay, you go to the import again. You go to wall 2, you click on open. Okay, you click on OK. Then you select it anywhere you want to put it, just put it anywhere. Okay, you left click on it. Okay, you go to select again. Then you go to import. You select the third one, open. Then you click on OK. Then you can also place this anywhere you want them to be. Okay, just place it here. Okay, then I'll click on select. Then as you can see right here, I'm on import or imported model. Then I'm going to press my control and select all this. I'm going to select all this. I'll select them together. I'll make sure everything is selected. Okay, make sure everything is selected. Then I will click on this show advanced option. Then right here you are going to see let me see. You are going to see align position. Can you see align position? Then once you left click on that align position, it's going to arrange your model the way it is, okay, the way it is from your Revit, okay, or your software. Can you see? It's going to align it the way it is right from your software. Okay, as you can see, we have successfully import this model using the second method. Okay, we have done that using the second method. Okay, this is good. Make sure you follow this process whenever, or you follow any of this process whenever you are working in your model. Okay, can you see the model right here? Can you see what we have? This is the model. As you can see, make sure you save your file, okay, because if you did not save it, you are not going to meet it again. So to save it now, you just go to file, then you go to save as. You have to save as first. Okay, so right here under my Lumion files, then I'm going to save it as let me see, model for training. Okay, model for training. Then I'm going to click on save. Model for training import. Okay, let me just say model for training 33. Okay, because I remember I saved that particular model for training or something. So let me leave it at this. Then I will click on save. Okay, then once you have done that, this particular one will be activated. You can click on save. So when you come next, you are going to meet it the way it is. Okay, thank you very much. See you in my next video.